The fuck game is this?
It's a mystery.
I say that every time, so at some point it's gonna stop being funny, right? Right, like, here we go.
Oh yeah, I forgot we wrapped around in saves.
It's fine, it's fine. We're rotating our saves, it's fine.
Can't wait to rotate them all the way around.
Again, in just chapter 4.
At least once, possibly twice more.
What? In chapter 4 alone?
No.
You realize the last 4 chapters are a separate game, right?
No.
On Steam, here's a fun fact for you. On Steam, the game is divided into 2 separate games: the question arcs, which comprise chapters 1 through 4, and the answer arcs, which comprise chapters 5 through 8.
Cool. That makes sense.
Ostensibly, this was done. It might seem like you're paying for the same game twice, but then you realize you're paying for like 3 entire novels, and then it's fine. Like, you realize how much writing went into this game, and then you're like, you know what? I'm okay buying it twice. That's actually reasonable for the amount of content in here. Anyway, forcefully opening the door with a clunk, Rosa flew in with Maria.
She can fly.
Witches, right?
Yeah.
So I personally am still liking my theory that Battler and Beato are just kind of the avatars that Angie has created as a way to try to understand the facts of the scene as she sorts through it. And Beato taking the extreme position of someone who would only believe in magical explanations, and Battler taking the extreme of someone who would not believe in them at all. And that the loops we're playing through are kind of like the various permutations she's gone over to try to explain the facts that as she's discovered them. That's my operating theory, and I think it's a strong one. I think that's I do think that's at least getting at something key to the game.
What if Battler did it?
That is I've actually been toying with that.
You have?
No, I haven't brought it up on the recordings yet, but I have been toying with the idea that it is indeed Battler, which would be really funny. Because again, we're mentioning how if there was anyone there on the island who was not who they purported to be, it's probably him.
And it would be a neat way to win with...
Right.
Witches didn't do it, because I did.
Right. I think I floated that way back.
Yeah, in episode 1.
When I was like, is she going to make Battler do it himself at some point in order to prove that it could be done only by humans? And then they'll discover that, oh, wait, that is the most reasonable explanation, is that Battler did it. It's worth keeping in mind, I think. I do think it would be something that you wouldn't be primed to expect, because as Battler's giving these explanations, the one person he's naturally never suspecting is himself. Right? But for actually, though, the one person we're primed to never suspect in any of the killings is Battler himself.
I trust no one, including myself.
Where was I on the night of the murder? Huh? Answer me! Oh! I'll never talk. We're keeping those silly Battler voice for the asides, right? Right? We can do that. That's fine.
All right.
I would not be surprised if that's where this ends up going.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Is Genji-san or anyone there? It doesn't matter who. Bring us a bath towel.
There was already a full-blown typhoon outside, and it was starting to pour down hard. Even though she had had an umbrella, Maria had been in the rose garden amid all that wind and rain the whole time. She had grown ice cold. Maria had gotten into a minor fight with Rosa in the rose garden and had been told to stay there. See, and as we're going through, like, certain key facts are kind of solidifying across multiple tellings. Mm-hmm. Right? Certain things are kind of permutating and going around, but other things are becoming very much set in stone. She had done as she was told and had continued to wait in that spot, even though rain was pouring down. So in this case, the reason that Maria was out in the rose garden is different, but apparently she was out in the rose garden. Again, that could be way off base, but that's my gut. Rosa had certainly gotten a little emotional and angry, but Maria's stubborn whim was probably more to blame. The cousins, who had seen that exchange, were relieved to see that mother and child were close to each other again. Rosa scrubbed Maria's head with a towel. She seemed overcome with worry that Maria had caught a cold, but Maria herself was nonchalant.
Are you okay? You didn't catch a cold, did you? Maybe we really should go back for now and get a change of clothes.
Ew, I'm just fine. More importantly, I'm hungry. The food's better than changing clothes. Ew, whoop, whoop, whoop.
I see, you are fine indeed.
Oh, right, we agreed to give silly battler voice to regular battler instead of other battler. She looks okay, Aunt Rosa. She's gotta be if she's this spirited.
It's a really good thing she had an umbrella. I was thinking she might be soaked to the bone. The fact that she had an umbrella certainly is a silver lining. But, Maria, even if you have an umbrella, you've got to get to shelter when it starts raining so hard, okay? Little girls definitely shouldn't let their bodies get cold.
Ew, woo, woo, woo.
It's okay, Jessica-chan. It's Mama's fault for telling her to stay there. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry.
Ew, whoop. I'm a good girl. I'm a good girl for doing what Mama said. I stayed there even though it was cold and stayed until Mama came. Ew, woo, 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 woo.
Yes, you really are a good
Oh
girl,
God,
Maria.
that's teaching her some great. Wow, that's. Now that we understand how abusive their relationship is, this really is kind of fucked, isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah. You really are a good girl for staying there in the cold when I told you to. That makes me happy.
You did exactly what Mama said. Very well done. But next time, even if Mama tells you to do something, find some shelter if it starts raining like that, okay? Promise Mama.
Ew, whoop. Promise Mama. Ew, woo, woo, woo. Star, twinkle.
I don't know how to pronounce that one. As Rosa gently held Maria, they joined their pinkies together and promised. Badler and the others realized that by touching her mother's pinky, the warmth has started to return to Maria's body.
I like this sprite for Rosa because the side eye,
The side eye, the akimbo
the one arm akimbo.
Yep. It looks like she's about to crack a joke with Cannon over here. And Cannon's just like not having that. He's like, I don't understand what you want from me, madam. I've lacked humor since I was young.
Cannon-kun, thanks for the towel. That really helped.
You're welcome. Now, if you'd stop rubbing Maria all over my body, here is a fresh cotton towel that I got from the bathroom. Get it? The joke is that I'm a wet blanket. I've been told I can make jokes on occasion. Then if you would excuse me. I thought it was funny. As Cannon bowed with a blank expression, as though he'd done nothing that required gratitude, he left the parlor.
Okay, it's already dinner time. Let's all go together. I'll even give Maria my dessert for being so good.
Ew, woo, woo, woo. Double dessert, double dessert. Really, Mama? Boink, boink. Woo, woo, woo. Get dessert, get dessert. Ooh, woo, 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 woo.
Wait, I should have had her sing a real song. What's a funny song for her to sing?
Ooh, woo, 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 woo.
No?
Love Mama, love Mama.
Hey, Maria, don't jump around.
You at the boss of me.
Mama loves you too, Maria.
Oh.
Love Maria, love Maria.
I love Mama too. Love Mama.
Oh no, she's got stuck in a loop.
Ooh.
Mama!
My therapist said something about trying to connect to my child on her level. So is it working?
Rose and Maria looked really close. Even the cousins who watched started to feel a long-forgotten warmth fill up their chests. You know, that might be the age when you're on the best terms with your parents.
It wasn't like that for me.
I love this spray because it looks like Jessica's kind of whistling, like she's like, oh, don't mind me. You know what I mean?
Mom was always yelling at me to study, study, study. That's because they love their children. A parent's love isn't always gentle and indulgent. My mother was strict with me too, but now I realize that it was because she treasured me so.
Ew, woo, 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 woo. Love mama, love mama.
Love Maria, love Maria. So, shall we get some food? Let's be friends and hold hands.
This feels off.
Are they gonna die first?
This feels really, really off.
Ew, ew. Be friends and hold hands. Mama and me, friends, friends, friends.
Yes, that's right. Mama and Maria are friends. We'll always be like this. I love you, Maria.
What is she trying to butter her up for? What's going on all of a sudden? What's up? How come the usual me has my metaverse voice and now the metaverse voice has the regular voice?
It's the Ushiromiya family curse. Your voice switches around all the fucking time.
Oh my god, that's so inconsistent. How are people supposed to know which character is talking?
I know, right?
It's so hard to keep track of.
Yeah. And they didn't even put the little names next to the words.
I know. This manuscript needs an editor. Hold on, where's Bernie? She's not doing anything, right? As long as there's a non-zero chance of this getting proofread, she can do it for us, right?
Got them.
The sudden sound had come from the teacup Gretel had been holding, which had fallen and smashed.
Sorry, I got careless. Sorry for dropping it.
The cup on the floor had smashed to pieces. Would it really have made such a sound and smashed to pieces just by being dropped from that height? Even someone as thick-headed as Badler could realize that she was in a bad mood over something, but he couldn't understand why she had suddenly grown so displeased. When she made to bend over and pick up the fragments of the cup, Ronove appeared out of nowhere and stopped her. You will enjoy yourself. Please, leave the cleaning up to me. I shall bring you another cup of black tea.
I don't need it. I guess a demon's black tea just doesn't match my tastes.
We also have juice boxes and Capri Sun.
Yeah, I'll go for one of those.
I thought you might. They're one of Beato's favorites.
Huh. To think there's someone whose tastes aren't satisfied even by Ronove's tea. I must respect your discerning palate. I'm getting bored, so I'll go out for a second.
Bored? Wait a sec. This is where things start to get interesting. About now, Maria's probably going to say that she got an umbrella and a letter from Beatrice again, right? This is the essential part.
Excuse me. Sorry, I'm counting on you to clean this up.
Leave it to me. Not saying anything else, Gretel disappeared of her own accord. Her form literally melted and disappeared into thin air. There was definitely a displeased expression on her face. But neither Battler nor Ronove, and of course not Beato either, could understand why her mood had so suddenly worsened. All that remained was the scent of the black tea she'd spilled. In a long black screen. Oh, here we go. This is probably Angie.
Yeah. I don't like it. No, to be more blunt, it disgusts me.
Oh, ew, sorry, you interrupted my coffee sipping. You ever tried coffee?
Yeah, it's all right.
It's like muddy water that tastes gross but keeps you up all night. So I can play Fortnite all day long. So many V-Bucks.
I see.
Ew, why are you so irritated, Angie?
Why, you say? Isn't it obvious?
Ew, I don't understand.
Even Maria One-chan, with that blank expression on her face, irritated me. Oh, that's... right, sorry. Just take this narration.
As I held my hands, palms up in the empty air, from out of nowhere, a single book landed on them. It was Maria One-chan's diary. Even though I didn't turn the pages were flipped through, despite there being no wind. And the door to Maria One-chan's world opened.
Why do you think I'm not happy, Angie?
Think about it objectively.
By objectively, you mean from your viewpoint, right? Everyone mistakes their own viewpoint as the objective one, when it really just means that they haven't recognized what their own biases are.
That's weirdly deep. Thanks.
You're welcome. You want me to Sakutaro again?
Sure. Are you trying to say that the truth is different for me and you, Maria One-chan?
Truth can change its form depending on the observer, and observers from the future always overwrite that form. Andy, what are you trying to do to my happiness?
The pages of the diary were flipped through at greater and greater speeds. Then, a brilliant light poured out from the depths of the diary, swallowing everything up and painting over everything with white.
No, my happiness! No, I'm just gonna get a victory royale. Whenever I do, Mama makes me chicken dinners.
Sorry, Maria. Oh, suddenly I had someone else's voice.
It's okay, I know it goes around. It's a family curse, right?
Mama has to take care of some urgent business that's piled up, so I need to stay holed up at the company for a while. I've got my shovel and everything. I probably won't be able to come back until late at night the day after tomorrow.
Then what about your promise to go to the movies with me on Sunday?
The movies, Judging by Rosa's tone, she had clearly forgotten that promise. But Maria's response to that was an apology for asking. I'm sorry. Maria apologized for troubling her mother by asking that question.
I'll stay home. I'll definitely wait patiently. I'll take a bath every day and change my underwear. And I know where the money is. I'll go to a different store every day. I'll try not to go out too late. If a policeman asks to say I'm running errands for Mama, I'll do what Mama says like Mama says.
That's right. You really are being a good girl. If you do that, I'll buy you a present, okay? Go to bed by 9. You mustn't tell the teacher or any adults that Mama isn't coming home, okay?
Yeah, Mama. So, Mama, do your best at work. Do your best, finish your work, and come back as soon as you can. I won't cry all night and annoy the neighbors anymore. So, come back quickly.
Well then, I'm busy, so I'll hang up. Be a good girl and wait. Don't do anything you shouldn't. Goodbye.
So that's why she's used to, because when her mother tells her to just wait, she's used to it. So when her mother tells her to just wait, even out in the middle of a storm in the middle of the rose garden, she's like, yeah, this is what Mama always asks me to do.
Yep.
Oh, it hurts.
Click. With a tone of finality in her voice, Rosa hung up the phone without waiting for Maria's answer. Maria politely set down the receiver and returned to the sofa. There sat the stuffed animal Sakutaro, with whom she'd been watching TV until a second ago.
Woo! Release!
Sakutaro was holding the remote control to the TV. The TV had been turned off because of the phone call. He looked like he was telling her to push the switch because he wanted to watch TV again quickly.
Sakutaro, wanna watch TV?
You don't want to watch anymore, Maria? If the actors team gets all the questions right, they can still make a huge comeback.
No, that's enough TV.
Again, Mama was busy with her work and didn't come home. Mama works so much overtime that she doesn't come home until late. Because she has dates or something. She always comes home after drinking a lot of alcohol, even though she's not good at drinking. And with a pale face, she'll go straight into the shower and then to bed. And because she has overtime, even on the weekends or something, she says she has to spend the night there and almost never comes home. Recently, she started saying something about how she's got a big job she's working on, so this sort of thing happens a lot. The pictures I did my best on during drawing time were laughed at by everyone, but even so, I wanted to show them just to Mama, and once again, she won't be able to look at them for me. And I could talk about the time everyone pushed the job of cleaning up onto me, but I did my best by myself and was praised by the teacher. Or the time I went shopping and the man at the shop said I'm always such a good kid, and gave me a free canned coffee.
Mud water. It's good. Happy Buzz Mud water.
Then there was the time I wanted to encourage Mama because she worked so hard on her job and hid a card for her underneath her pillow.
Oh, and there's a lot of other things I wanted to talk about.
Mama's working really hard at her job. She's working with all of her strength so that we can eat every day.
I hate her job. If only she just quit.
But her job is an important thing for adults to do. It lets Maria eat, buys clothes, and pays for school lunches, and pays the deposit for summer camp. All that happens because Mama works and earns money.
No, you die if you work. Ooh, I don't need food. I don't need clothes. Don't need school lunches, don't want to go to summer camp. It's not like any of the groups will let me join in.
Just now on the phone, Mama promised she'd buy a present when she comes back from work, right? I think she made that promise because you're important to her, Maria, and she'd feel bad if she made you lonely.
You think so?
It definitely isn't a pain for her, or annoying, or anything. Mama also wants to be by your side all the time, Maria. It's also painful and sad for her since she can't do that. I remember when she spent the whole night by your side crying.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't understand why she was crying, but she was so sad. And I couldn't do anything but stay silent by her side.
I remember the last thing Mama said then. She said, "Thank you, Maria." She said that just by being by her side, you were her only ally in the world. Do you remember?
Yeah. I'm her only ally in the world, she said.
Sakutaro set the remote control on the table, crawled up onto the sofa, sat on my lap, and spoke to me, gazing into my eyes.
Uh-oh. I'm sure Mama feels the same way you do, Maria. The designs Mama draws are the only ones laughed at by her clients. Only Mama's company has troublesome jobs pushed onto it by other companies. Mama's the president, so she has to take care of everything by herself. Only Mama's company never gets included in the business of other companies. Mama's only ally is Maria. If you tell her to stop doing her job, where in the world would she find an ally?
Sakutaro?
The only person I have in the whole world is Maria. The only person Mama has in the whole world is Maria. What about you, Maria?
I've got Mama, and I've got you too, Sakutaro.
So, Maria, you aren't lonely at all.
Ew.
Since Mama's busy with her work, she can't be together with you very often, but please don't blame her for that, Maria. In exchange, I'll always be here by your side forever. So don't cry, okay? Can't your sadness be stopped if I'm with you?
Ew, Sakutaro.
From the corner of Maria's heart, which she had been doing her best to seal up, drops of sadness finally dripped down. Drip, drip.
I'm getting the impression that Sakutaro is kind of giving voice to her own self-doubts of... Right, her own self-doubts about what she... how her mother feels about her.
And that, like, at first it's like, oh, Sakutaro's her friend, even though she doesn't have any friends. And now these things start to be less and less
friendly,
healthy and friendly, and more distorted.
Yep.
And that's how witches are born, I think.
I guess. Without love, it cannot be seen. Right? That's the... Wow, what a really cool plot device. I can't imagine someone would use something like that in something they were working on already.
What?
The inanimate object partner that gives voice to their subconscious.
Oh, yeah.
Got him.
Drip, drop, drip, drop. Even though weekends when Mama didn't come home weren't that rare a thing. It wasn't as though that night was particularly painful or sad compared to other nights.
We also kind of glossed over, but did you notice in the previous scene, Sakutaro was anthropomorphized pretty heavily by crawling up and moving around and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a new thing.
Yeah.
Because usually Maria's been very good about being like, oh, you know, she'll give Sakutaro a voice, but she'll like put him, you know, express how she has to put him in the backpack and set him up and everything, and kind of lowering that that level, that little bit of remove there. Maria, don't cry. I'll always be with you. Even if you cry, Maria, I won't. I'm a lion cub, so I won't cry even if I'm lonely. Even though I want to cry too, I won't. This is a healthy attitude to have and internalize.
Why won't you cry, Sakutaro? Even though you're so sad, you can't hold back the tears. Why won't you cry?
But if I cry, it will make you feel better. So I won't. After all, I want to get your spirits up.
If I get my spirits up, will Mama come back?
When Mama comes back, she's welcomed by a happy Maria. I'm sure she'll be happy.
Mama will be happy?
If you do that, then I'm sure her fatigue from work will also be healed. Then I'm sure she'll start feeling better sooner and will play with you a lot. Sakutaro, you are not a good influence. I dare say you're an unhealthy influence on Maria. Why don't you come home and Mama's waiting for you there? And she's in the kitchen in high spirits. Don't you feel really happy? I'm sure Mama feels the same way.
So if I watch over the house in high spirits, Mama will be happy too?
All right.
Sakutaro nodded deeply with his big head. The tears couldn't keep falling from Maria's eyes. If she greeted Mama with a tear-stained face, Mama would probably get sad too.
You know about it, Maria. You can't use the magic that creates smiles if you aren't smiling too.
Yeah, I know. So I won't cry anymore.
Hey, Maria, I have an idea for how to have a fun time. Oh, want to hear it?
What?
Oh, why don't you try on these?
These... what?
These nuts! Got him! Sorry. Mama won't come back until late night on Sunday. So let's have a pajama party. Keep it a secret from Mama.
A pajama party?
Until you get tired late tonight, eat candy and drink soda in bed and play with me.
A pajama party? Yeah, that sounds fun. I don't have to go to bed at night, right? Mama won't get mad if I don't sleep.
This is a secret between me and you, only for when Mama isn't around. So tonight, until you get sleepy, let's have fun the whole time. Let's eat jelly beans and try to guess what color we'll get next. Let's split open peanuts and try to guess which half is the grandpa. Let's search for treasure in the closet. And more and more. I wonder what it'll taste like if we mix cola and melon soda.
Ew, ew, ew.
Mischievous Maria.
I wanted to try it once, but I asked Mama if it was okay and she got mad.
Ooh, let's keep it a secret from Mama and try it out. Tonight, let's play a lot and laugh a lot and blow away our tears with happiness. Don't worry, it'll definitely be fun if I'm here. I'll definitely make you happy, Maria.
Yeah. It'll definitely be fun if Sakutaro's there. I'll definitely be happy. Thank you, Sakutaro. I won't cry anymore. Let's play all we can, get happy all we can. Say welcome back when Mama gets home.
Tonight, let's play a lot and feel a lot better. Let's have the kind of secret party we can only have when Mama isn't here. If we're noisy enough, I'm sure plenty of friends will come to play from the land of the looking glass in Wonderland. And there's time on the Alice illusion. Then we'll have so many friends we won't be able to get bored.
Ew. Ew.
It's so hard.
Then Maria began her pajama party all alone with Sakutaro, having fun until late into the night. She played by sticking her hand into the bag of jelly beans without looking, trying to guess which colors she'd pull out next. Sakutaro had good intuition and got it right a lot.
Well, it's part of being a lion.
I see. Maria also had a brilliant streak where she guessed right 4 times in a row. The game where she split peanuts open and tried to guess which was the grandpa was easier than guessing the color of the jelly beans, so she got it right a lot.
Is that like which one's bigger?
Probably. Sucking her salt-covered fingers was impolite, but that was the yummiest part. She liked both cola and melon soda on their own. She hoped that by mixing her 2 favorite drinks, there might be a flash of light like alchemy, and a new drink that no one had ever tasted before would be created. She got excited about how, if it turned out really delicious, she'd call it Sakutaro soda and sell it. But unexpectedly, it had a weird taste that she hadn't hoped for, and the color was somewhat dull and thick. Maybe I shouldn't have been surprised that black and green mixed together would make this.
Oh, this even tastes worse than Moxie.
Wow, shots fired.
I mean, let's be honest. If you enjoy Moxie soda, you're objectively wrong.
Oh.
I'm willing to die on this hill.
Oh.
That's
I'll be
it?
over here crying into my Moxie.
Good, maybe it'll taste better.
Oh, you had to kick while I was down.
I'm sorry, I love you, and I treasure our relationship very much. And I worry sometimes that by being so, even we have a relationship, but by being mean like this on microphone, that it comes across that I don't love you. But I love you very much.
Even if I'm wrong.
Also, your taste in soda is shit.
Too bad. I imagined that it'd become a sparkling pineapple color.
Anyway, don't bother telling me I'm wrong in the comments. I won't read them.
But it was an awesome, incredible, fun night. If it's this fun here, maybe Mama will feel like coming home and drop by out of the blue. So I got the feeling Mama might suddenly come home, and went to the front door many times to check. But there was no way Mama would be able to come home when she was this busy with work. But rather than a feeling of loneliness, it felt just a little disappointing that Mama couldn't join in on this fun late-night party. Sometime soon, I'll do this when Mama is around and let her join in. Mama likes some things I don't think are yummy, so maybe she'll really like Sakutaro soda. When Mama comes back tired, I'll serve her some.
How are you doing there? How's the narration going?
And more than anything, I want to at least write about this fun night in a letter and tell Mama about it, so that these feelings of happiness will reach Mama too. Her work is always so tough and she comes home so tired, so I hope I can share this happiness with her. Mama will almost certainly come home tired late Sunday night, and I hope I can brighten her day even just a little by sharing this happiness. I gently placed that letter on Mama's desk. To Mama. Good job with your work again today, Twinkle. Let me share my happiness with you. From Maria. Then I decided to give a present to Sakutaro for proposing this wonderful party. It was a small red muffler I found when searching for treasure in the closet. When I was still very young, Mama knitted this tiny thing. Maria was embroidered on it with knitting wool. I softly wrapped that muffler around Sakutaro. It really suited him, accenting his yellow with red very well.
Ooh, it's so cozy. Also, this explains why all the images I found of Sakutaro are him wearing a red scarf, because here's a muffler. Important distinction. Can you tell me the difference between a scarf and a muffler?
One of them goes on a car.
There you go.
It's the scarf that goes on the car.
Yes. Actually, no, one of them is what you do to food.
Muffle it?
It doesn't look good coming on me? It sounds like you're doing some really bad wordplay. I've decided I'm going to become Clippy now. It sounds like you're doing some really bad wordplay. Would you like some help with that?
Why?
Have you considered, Dawn? Wordplay is the worst form of humor.
Uninstall. Sakutaro looked embarrassed as he wore his first present ever.
There are two kinds of people. Those who think that wordplay is absolutely devoid of any humor or value whatsoever, and those people who are correct.
Yeah. It really looks good on him.
Ew. Sakutaro, thank you so much for everything. It was so fun tonight. I can't even remember why I was crying. Let's be together from now on. And let's always play and laugh together.
Love you, Maria.
Ew, me too. Love you, Sakutaro.
It's really weird how... I think it'd be cool if Sakutaro got like a sprite like all the other characters did, and it's so weird.
Shows up in the witch's tea room.
What's going on, motherfuckers?
Would you like to play a game? After playing so wildly, Maria's room was a mess. Maybe she played a little too much. But I'm tired for today, so let's sleep together. And tomorrow we'll clean up together and welcome Mama with a clean room. Alright, Sakutaro?
Ew, see? I am. No, we're so happy, right?
Is this your happiness, Maria One-chan?
Smirk. Yeah, I'm happy.
Even though you were looking forward to that movie so much, and Aunt Rosa promised that she'd definitely take you, she completely forgot.
She just happened to forget because she was so busy with work. Even if she remembered with her work, there'd be nothing else she could do. Whether she remembered or not, Mama would spend the night at work. She couldn't go to the movies. Whether she remembered or not is a minor issue. It's okay, it was just Thor Ragnarok.
There's no way that's a minor issue. After all, when Aunt Rosa answered movie on the phone, it was obvious that she'd completely forgotten her promise.
Oh, the kinds of abuse you learn to internalize and just accept.
And when she heard that, Maria One-chan's mood definitely darkened. Well, like you say, even if Aunt Rosa had remembered her promise, you wouldn't have been able to go to the movies in the end. But even so, to think that your mother just forgot her promise to spend one of her few days off with you, it's sad. I'd be mad.
Ew, yeah, it was sad. Because even if she had remembered, we wouldn't have been able to go to the movies. But after that, I had a very, very fun night with Sakutaro. You must have thought that pajama party looked really fun too, Angie.
There's no way that would be fun. I mean, all that messing around you did that night was just intentionally making a big fuss about nothing. Also, you could forget that you were lonely and that your mother wasn't coming home.
Wow, what the fuck, Angie?
Am I
Maria's
wrong,
like
though?
9. I guess no. But, like, you're not right either.
Just because I'm a jackass doesn't mean I'm wrong.
Jesus Christ.
I think this might be my character archetype or something.
That's not true. I really did have a fun party with Sakutaro.
No, that's wrong. You were just so sad and you hated your mother so much for forgetting her promise that you made a mess of your room.
Is this again about how we have two different interpretations of the same set of facts?
Seems like it.
Where was something like that ever written in my diary?
It isn't written anywhere. But by reading in the gaps between every line, I can understand your feelings. You didn't have a good time at all that evening, and you stayed up late when you were told not to, broke the strict rule about eating sweets outside of snack time, and when even that didn't bury your sadness, you went wild in your room and made a mess of it, right? And after you made a mess of your room and were all tired out, all you did was claw at the bed sheets and cry yourself to sleep, right?
The diary does say that Mama probably forgot her promise about the movie, and then I stayed up late having a pajama party with Sakutaro, I made a mess of my room searching for the treasure.
Yes. And this is what it means.
Is she teaching us how to play the game?
You were starving for Aunt Rosa's love, Maria One-chan, and Aunt Rosa always put her work and her public image first, always keeping you on the back burner. That's what disgusts me, because I know just how superficial Aunt Rosa's words of love for you were. You should realize this yourself. So how can you say you're happy despite that? I don't understand that part of you, Maria One-chan. Even at my age, I can't understand it at all. Why aren't you sad? Why is it that you can experience a reality filled with misfortune and can call yourself happy? I can't do it. I can't understand it.
You're a sad kid, Angie.
I don't get it. Why are you pitying me?
Even though a fact about a really fun pajama party is written about in my diary, the same fact is observed by different people and has a different form.
I remember talking about something like this with Berncastle. Truth is unfixed and changes its form every time it's witnessed. By the way it's perceived, in other words, depending on the person who perceives it, a single truth becomes different truths. And truths of the past are painted over by truths of the future.
In this diary, I wrote that what happened that night was very, very fun.
You described the events of that night as something very happy.
And yet when you read the diary, the events of that night sound very, very sad.
Even though you describe it as a happy scene, I read between the lines and realized that that wasn't true.
Stop it. This tells of a happy night. This is the truth of that night. Please don't take this happy truth and paint it over with a new, different truth.
Are you happy with this, Maria One-chan?
Yes, I'm happy. That's why I feel sad for you, since you won't be able to feel happiness in a similar situation.
Right now, I'm like she was then. Just as isolated with no friends. Angie had accepted her isolated reality for what it was. But Maria painted over her isolated reality with a reality of happiness. Ushiromiya Maria took a sad truth and changed it into happiness. That was the only, and yet very large, difference between me and Maria One-chan. And even though I'm unable to accept it, I'm also jealous of that power.
Yes, that's right. This is power. I was able to find happiness with that power. Because you don't have that power, you can't find happiness, Angie.
What is that power?
I didn't know what to call that power either. Not at this point in time, at least. Eventually, I was taught its true form. I'll talk about it later, on the next page. So then, late Sunday night, Mama came back with a present just like she promised.
Without love, it cannot be seen. Right? Without the love for Maria's mother, you can't see the happiness that Maria... Angie has no love or feelings for Rosa's mom whatsoever, so when she looks at that scene, she's like, this sucks, objectively. But Maria has tons of love for her mother, so she's able to create a more blissful version of events.
That's magic. The magic that creates smiles. I'm back.
Mama, welcome home!
Mama came back! Mama came back!
Waiting to greet Rosa as she returned home all tired out was Maria in an unbelievably good mood, holding Sakutaro. Most likely, Rosa's worn-out expression was partly because she really was tired, but partly because it would be a pain when Maria, who should have been grumbling after staying home alone for several days, would cling to her, sobbing. However, when she was welcomed by an unbelievably happy Maria, and found that her fears were unbelievably needless, Rosa couldn't hide her surprise. What's going on, Maria? You're in a great mood? Is someone here? It was strange enough to make Rosa think that a friend had come over, and that she'd come home right when they were having a good time playing together. But there were no other shoes by the entrance. Even though Maria was in such high spirits, she had been home alone. At first, Rosa was suspicious that the cause of this unexpected good mood could be nothing good. But that really was a needless fear, and in any event, Maria really had been in a good mood while she watched over the house. Even if Rosa's heart had been as cold and hard as a rock, after being welcomed with a smile like this, Rosa started to honestly accept that smile, and a smile rose to her own face automatically. In that smile, you could no longer see any of the weariness of someone who'd been unable to return home for several days. Maria kept talking about what a fun time she'd had playing with her stuffed animal, Sakutaro. Rosa really hadn't imagined that the stuffed animal she herself had given would be so appreciated, and she couldn't hide her pleased surprise. I see. So you spent the time together with Sakutaro. Well done, Maria. Here's a present for Maria and Sakutaro for being so good.
Ooh, a present for me! A present! A present!
Ew, what is it? What is it?
Both Maria and Sakutaro started jumping around.
Well, yeah, see, they're very... He's getting a lot more anthropomorphization in this chapter than he had before.
There were 2 presents.
Why are there 2?
One contained an assortment of Western sweets. Inside was a Scotch cake. It looked to be a very high quality. But Maria was more interested in the other one. The other one was an even bigger box, and it was pretty heavy. Go ahead and open it. They might become new friends for you and Sakutaro, okay?
Wah! Wah! Do my Waluigi impression. What's this? What's this?
Inside, laid there like chess pieces, were about 20 small ceramic figures shaped like animals. Squirrels, rabbits, small birds, dogs, and cats. And they were all holding musical instruments. In addition to them, there was also a panorama-style background. A forest scene was drawn on it. The small forest animals were gathered in a plaza and looked like they were having a good time. Rosa set it up on the table, and when she then lined up the ceramic figures like chess pieces in front of it, it became a band of forest animals. Isn't it wonderful? I saw it in a store window and I was taken with it at a glance. This is a present for you for being such a good girl home alone, Maria.
Ew, thank you, Mama. Awesome, Sakutaro. Look how much our friends have grown. It's just like you said, Sakutaro. True, if we had a fun, noisy time, we get more friends.
Right, didn't I tell you? Look, we have more friends. Look, we have more friends.
Relieved that her gift had been appreciated, Rosa remembered that she'd been filled with several days of weariness.
Mama, you really worked hard. Go take a shower. If you take a hot one, I'm sure your weariness will go away. Want to take a bath?
I'll just... like the fucking Pink Floyd song. Wanna take a bath? Jesus Christ. Sorry, that's a really random line to pick out of an album from like, what, 81? But still.
Not a boomer.
Not a boomer. Hashtag not a boomer.
I'll choose what to put in the bath today.
Bath full of Sakutaro soda. Thank you.
No.
But it's already late, so get ready to go to bed. Mama is tired, so I'll just take a shower and go to sleep. I have to get up early tomorrow.
Yeah, I got it here, Mama. I'll take your coat off.
I can do it myself. Oh, thank you.
Mama, your coat is full of smells from the outside. Ew. Sorry something fell out. I'll pick it up, okay?
When she took Rosa's coat, a receipt or ticket stub or something fell out. It had been in Mama's pocket, so it was probably important. Maria hurriedly picked it up. It looked like a ticket for the green car or the Shinkansen or something.
I don't know what those are.
Atami? Wasn't that a place famous for its hot springs? The Shinkansen is the bullet train, right?
Let me double check that, but you're probably right.
At that moment, with a razor-sharp sound, the warm atmosphere shattered. Instead of the Rosa who had been there just a second ago, enjoying the gift with her daughter and recovering from her weariness with a long-awaited return home, there stood a person who looked exactly the same, but who had a completely different, terrifying expression on her face.
Mama, come back. Mama, come back.
Yes, it is. The Shinkansen is colloquially known in English as the bullet train. Why can't we get trains like this in America? Come on now. Too busy bank-rolling underground tunnels for single occupancy Uber cars to drive you around Las Vegas.
It especially gets me because it's called the fucking bullet train. What kind of train sounds more American than a bullet train? Why can't...
It's... Yeah. All right, moving on.
In her hand was the ticket stub that Maria had picked up. She had stolen it from Maria's hand in an instant. Just a few seconds too late. By the pain of her hand that had been hit and her mother's expression, Maria realized that she must have done something wrong. But she didn't know what she had done that had gotten her in trouble.
Yes, because like it really just does sound like Maria is in an abusive household and has learned from that abuse to try to put the best possible face on all things.
Yup. And that her mother is definitely not just working late and is just abandoning Maria. Yeah.
Because I think that's our first real piece of evidence that her mother is literally just abandoning her.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just a working late scenario. It's actually no. They had mentioned that she had gone out drinking before, hadn't?
Yeah.
I guess that wasn't completely incompatible, but I think this is now we're finding that.
It was probably because of that ticket stub-like thing. Was she not supposed to touch it? Even though she had tried so hard to welcome Mama with fun and happiness, she had touched something important to Mama without asking, and had ruined that pleasant atmosphere. So Maria apologized immediately.
So sorry.
Even though she must have heard those words of apology, Rosa's expression actually darkened. Maybe those weren't the words she had been hoping for. Maria didn't know what to do and stared at her mother's reaction. Then, even though it should have been such an important ticket stub, Rosa crushed it up and hurried off to her room. Maria didn't really understand what she had done wrong.
I must have done something I shouldn't have. That paper must have been something important for Mama's work, and I touched it without asking.
Oh, you didn't do anything wrong, Maria. That's why tonight was so very happy.
Yeah. Happy.
And when Mama takes a bath and clears her head, she'll go back to being the normal nice Mama. So you mustn't worry about it.
Yeah, you're right. Mama's tired too. Mustn't worry about it. After all, we were so happy tonight.
Just stop it. I can't watch this.
Andy, I think you're looking for happiness in the wrong way.
You're the one who's wrong, One-chan. How can you call this happiness? It's so pitiful that I can't watch anymore.
What is? That Mama suddenly got mad? That happens sometimes when humans get tired. Condemning a person because of momentary misplaced emotion isn't very adult-like of you, Andy.
I can't believe I'm hearing this from a 9-year-old. But that's not the problem. That ticket stub you picked up was clearly strange.
Well, it was. There was nothing strange about it and had nothing to do with the happiness of that night, right?
Aunt Rosa called because she'd be staying over at her company because of work, right? Why a Tommy? Isn't that what you call a vacation? It means she left you and went on a vacation, right? And you normally don't go on a vacation by yourself.
Even if that was a ticket for a Tommy, that alone doesn't make it proof that Mama lied and went on a vacation, right?
She lied on the phone and then she changed her expression so drastically and grabbed it from you. What more proof could you want?
Might have been from a business trip long ago, right? Or maybe she just happened to pick up some trash and put it in her pocket. It might have been a receipt from someone who worked for her who went on a business trip. In that case, it would be important for her work. It wasn't a toy, so I could understand why Mama took it away. This evidence you're talking about is only circumstantial. Imagination and delusions. I don't know why you're interpreting it in a way that makes our relationship worse. Sounds like you're coming out with a bad case of Sagandis.
I'm the one who doesn't understand why you're interpreting it in a way that's so convenient for Aunt Rosa.
And I thought, you're a pitiable child, Auntie. Even though there are so many fragments lying about you that could make you happy, you can't find them. Instead, you only look at unhappy fragments and continue to get hurt. That's why you're scared of being hurt. And only start looking for happiness after you check to make sure there's nothing around you that could hurt you.
When I talk with you, One-chan, it gets hard to tell which one of us isn't making sense.
You know what? There were lots of happy and unhappy fragments, and they fill the world up. So people who can't find happiness right beside them won't be able to find it no matter how hard they look. Like Tittle and Mills searching the bluebird.
Oh, yeah.
I definitely know what that is without looking it up.
That story with a moral. I hate morals.
I hate morals too, as a rule. It's a good thing that we both know what this is and we're not currently looking it up. Because that would be pretty bad. If Maeterlinck's Bluebird, Tittle and Middle's Adventurous Journey, an anime from 1980.
Huh.
Okay.
Interesting.
Oh. Well, character designs from Leiji Matsumoto.
That's cool.
I know that one because he did Harlock,
Yeah.
which I have the original run of, which is pretty cool. See, that one's contemporaneous, but card captor Sakura wasn't.
You're the complete opposite, Andy. You're searching for a world without a fragment of unhappiness. But that's the same as the bluebird, so you'll be unable to find your happiness for all eternity. Is Battler Hansel, or is he the bluebird?
Give it a rest already. In any event, I understand that a night of happiness was wasted because of a single scrap of paper.
Wait, what do you mean? Wait, what? Hold on. We just kind of glossed over that one line real quickly. Is Battler Hansel, or is he the bluebird? Is Battler the one that's with her in this fight, or is he the one that she's chasing after? Still starting to feel like maybe Battler did it. Maybe. It's wild accusation hour, but like maybe.
It sure is scary. That single scrap of paper could do that. In any case, maybe the power to get your happiness back can also lie in a single scrap of paper, right?
Just when she'd finally been able to communicate with Maria after so long, Rosa's face twisted with a mixture of anger, sadness, and a fierce self-hatred as she flew into her room and closed the door. Maria's sorry had sliced into her chest, sharper than a knife. At that time, she noticed a cute envelope placed on her study table. It was probably something that had come with a girl's magazine. To Mama, let me share my happiness with you, it said. She took it, and after hesitating, opened it and read what was inside. Then, after letting 2 large tears drip down the paper, she flew out of the room, hugged Maria from behind as she headed for the bathroom, buried her face into her daughter's back, and cried. Then, realizing that she was the one who should be apologizing, she apologized. Why is Mama apologizing? There was no answer to that question.
Look, we already made up. Something like that was absolutely nothing to worry about, because the friendship my mama and I share.
To me, your happiness is too painful, Maria One-chan.
I understand how you feel, more or less. Before I realized I had that power, even I was a pitiful child who could only find fragments filled with misfortune, just like you are now.
What is that power? This power that I don't have, but you do. Are you saying that I'm unfortunate and you're blessed because I don't have that? Just what is this thing you can't describe except with an abstract word like power?
Yeah. You do want to know that, Auntie. That's why you've been reading my story so far. Of course I'll teach you. I'll show you the secret to that power. And it's something I taught you about long ago, when you were little, right? Did you forget?
It's weird remembering that Maria's older than Angie is.
Yeah. It's okay, I remember. Now I No, she. Wait, who's talking?
It's okay, I remember. No, she. She will teach you.
She? Who's that?
I shall teach you in Maria's place.
Who is what?
Oh, that's...
Beatrice? The power Maria has, but you do not.
Yeah, the power I have, but Angie doesn't. It's magic. Wait, you want to try one more time? 1, 2, 3. It's magic.
Maria and Beato said it together.
See? Told you.
And then they started giggling because they'd said it at the same time.
Nah.
It was an innocent reaction, one that didn't seem like Beato at all.
I don't know. Do you want me to take back over narration?
Maybe.
Black tea was arranged on a table in a peaceful garden. And Beato, Maria,
Nope.
and Sakutaro,
We're still going.
who was sitting on Maria's lap, were having fun chatting.
Huh. I see. He is called Sakutaro. So this is your best friend.
Nice to meet you. I'm Sakutaro.
Sakutaro is shy, so he's nervous. It's okay, Beatrice is also a great friend of mine.
Are Maria's friends my friends?
Yeah,
Then I'm Beatrice's friend too.
yeah.
Maria, does something like this happen frequently for you in your everyday life?
Hey, Beato, can I learn how to do magic too?
Probably. It's unclear.
Can I have some of what you're smoking? Listen, life as a plush animal ain't all it's cracked up to be.
That's fair.
I need some of that magic weed.
You woo-woo? What?
Is breathing a spirit of magic into inorganic matter and giving it life like this commonplace in your everyday life?
You woo-woo? Sakutaro isn't inorganic matter, he's a lion cub.
A stuffed animal makes for an excellent vessel. It is not uncommon for spirits to be made to reside in them, when they are spoken to by innocent children with no toxin.
With no toxin? What?
According to Beatrice, every time a child plays with... You know, things like the disbelief when there are too many people together.
Yes!
Toxic to witches.
Yes!
But a childlike imagination, free of that toxin,
Oh my
is
god.
great for witches. According to Beatrice, every time a child plays with dolls, the dolls actually gain a will and converse with them, sometimes even moving by their own will. However, because of their innocence, the power imbued into such a vessel is very weak. If they get struck with even a tiny bit of the toxin from a human's common sense, which says that there's no way a doll can talk or move, they instantly revert to being non-speaking dolls.
It's called the Toy Story principle.
Haha! However, this Sakutaro stuffed animal of yours is different. He's built different.
I'm built different. I see we went for the same joke.
You woo-woo? Sakutaro is a stuffed animal, but he isn't one.
I'm a lion cub. I think he's supposed to be more of a lion, but I'm giving him like sad dog noises.
Sakutaro is a lion cub, but he's still a kid, so he can't roar sometimes.
Gazing at Maria, who was playing around with Sakutaro by the table loaded with tea, Beatrice let out a sigh of admiration.
How incredible! This Sakutaro, with a cloth and cotton vessel as a shell, has completely materialized into the human world. He has his own personality, talks with the summoner freely, and even moves by his own will.
So, we were picking up on that earlier.
And even more surprising is that Maria did not summon him using the name of a person from another world, but created him out of the sea of zero.
Umineko, the anti-isekai.
Oh,
Finally, a weapon to beat isekai forever.
After that, Maria boasted to Beato that Sakutaro wasn't her only friend, and that she had many more of them back at home. It seemed there were other similar stuffed animals and dolls who could talk and move of their own will like Sakutaro. It was something natural for Maria. It was natural for stuffed animals to talk, move, and become her friends of their own will.
Actually, it wasn't with my will. I was forced into it by blackmail. She promised she'd leak my nudes on the internet.
I see.
Don't tell him it doesn't exist yet.
I don't want to get canceled.
When she saw that Maria accepted this as something natural, as a witch, Beatrice felt a respect bordering on awe. Maria, without a doubt, that power of yours is magic.
Yeah, boop, boop. It's magic. I'm still a witch apprentice, so I can't use magic yet, right?
No, it is magic. Because you cannot use it consciously, you are still an apprentice. But even so, what magical power it is! The materialization of your friend, Sakutaro, is excellent proof of that.
Oh, whenever you mention me, I'm just gonna make my noise.
But here we... stuff.
Is Sakutaro real? Did she ever get Sakutaro?
I don't think even with a generous reading between the lines of those previous scenes that there's an interpretation where Sakutaro doesn't exist in some capacity.
See, I was thinking that a clean explanation for why she doesn't seem to still have Sakutaro with her in the events of this story is that she never actually got Sakutaro. She was just promised it by her mother who forgot.
Never even
and then
thought
was
about
just
that.
like, oh, yep, but it happened. I'm overriding the sad reality with my own happy one.
never
and
thought
all of the
about that.
oohs are just her
why isn't
doing
Sakutaro-
Sakutaro's voice.
Holy shit! I never even thought about the fact
Sakutaro truther.
that, and then her uwu is just doing the Sakutaro voice,
The Uryu thing.
the uru thing. That's really good because we don't know where Sakutaro is during the events of Umineko. But the thing is, like, I don't even think with a generous reading of that scene that there's a reading of it where Sakutaro doesn't exist. That's the thing is that like even now that we're primed to be like, okay, let's look at these themes. Let's assume that the person giving the scene has the most, generous interpretation of events.
Mm-hmm.
That's still a bit much. Holy shit. Actually, coming back to most generous interpretation of events, I keep thinking about stuff like, remember how Kyrie and Byler's dad were unreasonably badass?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's because those scenes had the most generous interpretation of those events from their points of view. Sorry, that's a tangent, but
Anyway.
I think that's worth holding on to, though.
Yeah.
That's a good.
The thing that got me was about the materialization and creation and so on. That what if that's literal, and she made Sakutaro
Sakutaro.
because there was never a doll named
Maria?
Sakutaro.
Maria, did you make Sakutaro?
Anyway, indeed, in your case, it may even be fitting to call it creation. A piece of inorganic matter that would have no soul at all in another's hands can have a soul sent into it through your magic. Furthermore, that strong magical power lies in the human world.
ASMR of Beato giving you electron magic while spitting in your face. Wait, what was that thing that you had was that your Photoshop? Beato plushie that sucks your dick and calls you a jackass?
I don't think that was the wording at all.
No, what was it? It was Beato plushie that calls you that makes fun of you and makes you suck her toes?
Yes.
Was that it? Yes, there it is.
Something like
Something
that.
like that.
In this era, so filled with the toxin that denies magic, summoning a magical power that can materialize a single life form is not easy, even for me.
It isn't hard to give birth to any number of soulless beings. However, giving birth to a being with a soul is very difficult. This is what Beato asserted.
I don't really understand what you're saying, Beato. You're using lots of words. Saying Sakutaro is amazing?
Both you and Sakutaro are incredible. You should be proud. I see, that which Kinzo desired above all else seems to dwell most strongly within you.
I wonder if we went back, is Maria still making her ooh noises before Sakutaro entered the picture? That would be a good way to check.
I don't know.
That would be a really easy way to check it. Good God, the sheer amount of thought that went into this.
I don't have a clue why Beato's praising Maria so much, right, Sakutaro?
What should be truly admired is not only that a soul has been made to reside in a stuffed animal. Even more significant is the fact that you have changed your own worldview. When it comes to giving birth to something from nothing, you stand out from the crowd. It is easy to make 100 from 1. However, giving birth to 1 from 0 is not. When you do become a full witch, beyond just becoming a match for me, you might grow into a great witch that even I must acknowledge as superior. A witch of origins, perhaps. I'm really looking forward to your future.
Beato said I... Oh, no.
Sakutaro is a witch, confirmed.
Whoa, get the curse again.
Yeah.
Sakutaro is a witch. I want to be like my favorite witch, Monica. From the feel-good anime, Puella Magi Monica Magica. I only saw the first episode.
Beato said I have talent as a witch.
Isn't that great, Maria? Oh, Beato, thank you for praising Maria.
No need to thank me, Sakutaro. That red muffler truly suits you. And I am envious of the talent of your master, who was able to give birth to a friend like you.
You ain't never had a friend like me.
I have not.
Thanks for complimenting my muffler. This is a present I got for Maria. It's my favorite.
And its size is truly like a muffler that was created just for you. I see. I must also give my new friend some kind of present.
Beato's giving Sakutaro a present.
Of course, a gift from a witch must be something with magical power. In that case, so that he can be your friend for all time, and so that you can have even more fun playing with him, I shall give Sakutaro my magic power. With that, he should be able to materialize even more strongly.
I'll be able to have much more fun playing with Sakutaro. How's that?
What could it be, Maria? There's something scary.
Don't worry. Oh.
Don't worry, Beato won't do anything. Wow, the curse is really going around today, huh?
Yeah.
Beato won't do anything scary, right, Beatrice?
Indeed. I believe you will like it. So, to make him materialize even more strongly, a stronger image will be necessary. Well, what to do?
Beato crossed her arms and thought about what she could do to please them even more. Then right there was the form of yet another witch. It was Beato's teacher, Virgilia. Virgilia truly was a great witch. Since Maria already thought of Beato as a great witch, this person Beato called a great witch must have been a great witch. When they're using great like that, it makes it sound like the prefix for like a great grandmother.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like it makes it sound like, oh, this is your next generation back great witch. Here's your witch, your great witch, and your witch's son. Or something like it's like a family member. Please don't let there be anything to that. Please, I can't handle any more layers of this. According to Beato, she still didn't even rise up to this witch's feat when it came to magical power.
My. I thought I heard some cheery voices. What a fun tea party this seems to be. Oh, teacher! Perfect timing. I want you to look at this lion cub. I hear he's Maria's new friend. What a lovely lion song. I wonder if he can greet me. Hello, nice to meet you.
I'm Sakutaro. Sakutaro fell to Maria's lap greeting Virgilia with half of his face poking out over the edge of the table. It seemed he was very nervous since this was a witch that even Beato called teacher.
What an adorable name. As a reward for giving such a good greeting, here's a sweet for you.
After waving her hands about, Virgilia held the palm of her hand upwards as though she was lightly grabbing at the empty air. Then she held her fist out in front of Sakutaro. When she opened her fist, there was one of those individually wrapped cough drops. Maria, it's candy! Awesome! Awesome!
Ew, 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 ew. Isn't that great, Sakutaro? Make sure to thank her. Also, cough drops are candy. I mean, basically, depending on what brands you buy, they're basically just sugar drops. The whole industry's a scam.
Thank you very much for the candy. Wait, she made a point earlier of talking about how she had to fake Sakutaro drinking and eating stuff.
Mm-hmm. And now she doesn't.
Wow. Even though Virgilia was a great witch, she still treated a stuffed animal like Sakutaro to an elegant greeting.
Still, teacher, cough drops? Are you someone's granny or something?
I mean, have you heard Sakutaro's voice? It's so grating and annoying. I can't wait to talk about it in the comments.
Can't you at least pull out some strawberry milk candy? How rude. In that case, I won't be giving you any more. Sorry. Well then, Maria. Take out your grimoire, and of course, your writing tools.
Well, yeah, I'll take it out. What should I write?
Oh, what are you starting? I will use a magic I learned from you, teacher. Magic to make a resident of another world materialize into a vessel. I think that by applying that, we may be able to further strengthen the power that makes this friend of Maria's materialize. I wanted to give that as a gift to Maria and her friend. I see. For a being that has already materialized, it shouldn't be that difficult. That could become a wonderful gift. Well then, I shall help too, if only a little. It would be very reassuring if you would sign for this magic as a witness, teacher.
And sharing half of the liability. I'm sorry, what?
Be glad, Maria. This will be a wonderful gift.
What's happening? It isn't scary, is it? Is it?
Don't know, but I don't think it's scary. What could it be? I can't wait.
And I love that the grimoire is her diary.
Yep.
Where she does her magic by writing about the better life that she's not having and
my
materializing it into being through the power of
no.
imagination.
Power of imagination.
Don't think. Imagine!
Beato borrowed the grimoire from Maria's handbag and majestically flipped through the pages. Then she found an empty page among those with magic circles drawn on them and flattened it out. After gazing at Sakutaro with a grin, she suddenly started moving her pen. It was something like a written declaration made by witches to a high-order world. It was magic whose effect could be controlled if Beatrice wrote and Virgilia signed. Maria didn't... That sounds a lot like what they were trying to get Battler to do with the Golden Land.
Yeah.
Maria didn't understand... I like how in playing the other game, wagging the mouse makes it go faster. In this game, wagging the mouse makes it go slower.
I also... A declaration to a high-order world, like what the witches' tea room and all that stuff is to what Battler is going through, and so on. Like, we have seen higher-order worlds, I think.
Oh, I didn't read it as
here?
like higher order is in that kind of order, but like it is more ordered. Oh, I think you have the right interpretation.
I did because I have brain poisoning and see high order and immediately think higher order function. Functional programming?
Yeah.
Haskell?
I think you I think you have the right idea, actually. Maria didn't understand what Beato was writing at first, but partway through she figured out the wonderful magical power of this document, and her eyes began to sparkle. Oh no, she's fucking Shiro. I may not be magical, but I can write checks notes. Mystically binding documents, and apparently that's just as good.
But also, universe brain take. What if the higher order beings are the narrators, us reading it,
Oh no.
and we're giving life to Sakutaro?
By doing a let's play of
We got witched.
Wow, that'd be really fun because then the magic of doing a let's play of it gives it another layer of you're literally giving life to. Oh wow, that's.
We got witched.
Oh, we got witched.
Witch pranks starting now.
Oh no, not witch pranks. What is it, Maria? What's she drawing? Sakutaro was on her lap, so he didn't know what was being written on the table. But even if he had seen, Sakutaro probably wouldn't have understood.
Awesome, Sakutaro. Wait a bit. It's almost done. Almost done. It's amazing, Beato. Amazing.
When it comes to writing documents of power, this child's talent is magnificent. You might even serve well as a secretary in the spirit world. The magical secretary. It's just like a regular secretary, except there's awful goat-headed demons and stuff. Good face, good face. Yeah. How's this? Not so bad, right?
After finishing her writing with an intense amount of concentration, Beato looked over the document again from a distance. It seemed she was fairly satisfied with her work, and Maria, who was also peeking at it, let out a cry of wonder.
Awesome, Beato. Cute. Ew, woo, 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 woo.
By the name of the Golden Witch, Beatrice, I now acknowledge Sakutaro, Maria's child. Teacher, if you would sign as a witness... Yes, by my name I witness and acknowledge this oath. It is done.
Virgilia signed, completing the written declaration. It was a document with the power to proclaim to the beings of a higher world that Sakutaro had most certainly materialized in the human world. Sakutaro, who had been born from Maria, was nominated by the two witches, Beatrice and Virgilia, and just now his existence had been acknowledged by the higher world. I really gotta think you're onto something that, with us being the higher world. Stop. One off the train. That itself was the great magic of materialization. According to Beato, it was apparently quite fortunate that Virgilia was there. After all, depending on the number and quality of witches that signed proclamations to the higher world, the power that resided in them could change drastically. Because based on who's telling you what, you're going to give it more credence if it's coming from. Right? Virgilia, in particular, had many friends in that higher plane. So her signature gave the proclamation a power with which Beato's couldn't even compare.
By this proclamation, I accept you, Sakutaro, as an individual with his own ego, and I welcome you as a friend in accordance with the contract of mariage sorcière.
What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that?
I don't know. From now on, Sakutaro is our common friend. And for that, I shall bestow upon you a fitting form as a gift. Accept it.
Oh, how can you be more fitting than Round Lion? This is already the best. With the grimoire still open to the page with the proclamation, she turned it around and handed it to Maria. Maria showed it to Sakutaro on her lap. When Sakutaro beheld that proclamation, he felt something hot and bright begin to dwell in his body made of cloth and cotton. Even as he looked around, nervous at this sensation he'd never felt before, that power strengthened, and eventually a bright light completely swallowed him up. I hit level 23 and now I evolved. So this is what I found while searching for images of Sakutaro for the tweet the other day. I'm like, why can't I look up anything about this game? Like, it's just for an image.
Why is he from Iceland?
Why
That's
not?
the flag of Iceland, isn't it?
Well,
just like the sisters have.
just like the Chester.
Yeah.
And also has animal ears.
Yeah.
Coincidence? It's weird that he's got double layered hair. He's got like the bangs in the front, but also the fur in the back.
Yeah, like it's dyed exactly along the halfway hemisphere of the head.
Like,
That's
hold
fucked up.
on.
That's adorable.
Okay, that's actually
fine.
That's fine. That new art, that's fine. You look cute.
The big sleeves are great.
The big sleeves are always a wonderful touch, but more worried. Then when that light disappeared, there Maria's friend Sakutaro held a new form and existed.
Existed in bold again. We've seen that before, but I forget
Yeah.
where.
Something
about do witches exist.
Yeah, it's the
Bold.
concept. I'm thinking what they're getting at is the concept of multiple people acknowledging that this thing does exist gives it a form of reality, whether or not that tracks with something in physical reality. Like, if a bunch of people agree that this person is there and act as if they are having influence from that person, then that person can be said to exist, whether or not someone else coming in would agree with that. I'm pretty sure that's what they're getting at with the concept of existence, but with like
This
bold.
smacks of relativism, I holler, overturning the barbecue and turning the 4th of July into the 4th of shit.
Is that a drill tweet?
Yeah.
Wow. Get out of here, nerd.
Ew, boo, 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 boo. You're cute, Sakutaro. Really cute. Ew.
Wait, I have to give him a new voice now because it's like little boy voice, right?
It could be the same voice if you
Ew.
want.
Yeah. My balls haven't dropped.
I'm cool. Let him have the same voice. Doesn't really look good on me. It doesn't fit as much anymore. It doesn't fit anymore. God damn it. Oh, this sucks.
Does it really look good on me?
That's gonna get so tiring.
That is gonna get
your
tiring,
voice,
actually.
I'm sure.
It isn't embarrassing.
No, because that's like, hold on. Good God. We're just letting him keep the voice.
Okay.
And we'll just have to deal with that. Beato likes furries. Beato is a furry.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Teach the controversy.
It is a very lovely form, Sakutaro-chan. I figured the muffler was his charm point. And the ears. Animal ears sure are nice, truly cute. Let me nibble them later.
See?
Oh my God.
Is Beato the reason the Chesters have bunny ears?
Yes.
Thank you, Beatrice. Thank you very much for the wonderful present.
There is no need for thanks. This is out of respect for your wonderful magic and your friend.
The most respectful thing you can do for someone is turn them into a furry. It's written here in black and white. I don't know it's facts. She could say it in red, but she doesn't need to. Right? We just know it. You know it in your heart.
And now that you have reached this level, it would not be odd for you to graduate from being an apprentice at any time. From now on, I shall instruct you on even more new and fun magic. From this point forward, you may call yourself Maria, an apprentice witch of origins.
A witch of origins.
Indeed, it is the title of a witch who seeks to become a creator. Right now, you are just an enchanter, a magician specializing in forms of magical enhancement, who has only enough strength to breathe magical power into the small objects around her. But after 1,000 years of training, you could conceivably use the magical compendium that resides inside your heart to create a galaxy. The talent of a witch of origins is very rare. Even though everyone has it when they are young, no one can continue to hold on to it.
Yeah, especially those people driving those really loud motorcycles outside. I bet they
Yeah.
lost it long ago.
How did they get those onto Rokkenjima? This title is also proof that you have not lost your untainted heart.
Are they on Rokkenjima right now?
I
They're
don't
using the
know.
Rokkenjima backgrounds, but are they?
It's quite unclear.
Woo, woo, woo. A witch of origins. Awesome. I'll become one. I am Maria, an apprentice witch of origins.
Maria, that's so incredible. A witch of origins. Wow, that's incredible. That's amazing. Oh. Oh.
Eventually, you will be able to call yourself a full witch, Lady Maria, Witch of Origins. It may be a good time now to give not only Sakutaro, but you as well, an appearance fitting for your rank. Here, I shall give a proper outfit for one who, while still an apprentice, is worthy of using the title of a witch.
Costume swap?
Costume swap, costume swap.
When Beato waved the pipe that was her cane, many gold butterflies that had appeared out of nowhere grouped around Maria, giving her a wonderful dress. Damn!
And that's the same wing staff that Ava Beatrice had, huh?
It is. Let's take a look at this.
She looks so surprised in this
She
one.
looks so surprised. Okay, but she has some good expressions. But
yeah.
It certainly was fitting for the girl who would eventually take the name of the Witch of Origins, combining both cuteness and dignity.
Amazing! Awesome, 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 awesome! Cute, cute, cute! I want to show these clothes to Mama too. Can I?
The full dress of a witch must not be shown indiscriminately. Its value increases if you're stingy with it.
Then the Great Witch, the Witch's Apprentice, and their new friend Sakutaro enjoyed a lively tea party. Why'd you have to phrase it that way? That's like the most confusing possible.
The Great Witch, the Witch, the Witch, the Witch. A witch is a witch is a witch.
The Lion, the Witch, and the tea party. Almost got there. Is there a wardrobe in this one? There was a wardrobe change.
Fuck.
Fuck yeah, we've got an episode title. High five me. Nice.
See? Look at how happy I am. And look at how fun this is. Please don't be afraid of being happy. Becoming happy isn't the same thing as accepting your current misfortune. It means creating a new happiness out of your current misfortune. That is the magic of origins.
I didn't want to acknowledge my current world. I couldn't bear to accept such an isolated and painful world. That's why, even though I was entranced by your world, Maria One-chan, I couldn't cross the final line.
I'll teach you about my magic of origins. No, I've taught you before, right? And you used it before. Did you forget? You were also a witch apprentice, Angie, with your name entered into marriage sorcery, weren't you? I'm young, I'm not that good at making French sounds yet with my mouth. Mariage sorcerer. Sorcerer.
Swallow.
It's Moochie Gucci yet, were you?
Yeah. That was true. Mariage sorcière. That takes me back.
Yeah, marriage sorcery.
I also had my name entered in there at one point, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. I wonder if we're going to learn about it. This sure is a long episode.
Within an aside, within an aside. I'm loving this.
I was going to say, this episode was getting very long. But no, it's just perfect. High five me. Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Join us next time for whatever happens next here. Oh, more of Angie stuff.
12 years later.
Can't wait to see what's happening there. That's going to be awesome.
Smash that like, comment and subscribe.